Hey YouTube, what's going on? I was out here cutting some wood. When we bought the property, there was a couple of trees they had cut down and they had, burnt the stumps and stuff. But some of it they piled up over here next to our propane tank. I'll show you in a minute. And I was cutting some of it, and I don't know how long it had been sitting there, but it's pretty well seasoned. It's good, so I'm gonna process it all. I'll probably leave a lot of it till spring. We don't have a wood stove here or anything. Oh man, you can smell those turpentines. But while I was cutting it, what I wanted to show you is I did find a little bit of fat wood in the first one I cut. There's some more here. I don't know if you can see it well. I'll try to give you a better shot, but there's just this little bit of fat wood in here. Let me see. If right in here, and you can really tell when you cut into it. I know you guys can't see it very well, but man, if you could smell that. Like, I knew as soon as I cut into this piece that it was going to be good. If you don't know what fatwood is, it's where sometimes the tree will take damage and then you'll get all of the resins from, evergreens, pines, stuff like that. It'll kind of collect, and it's great for starting fires. Because of all the resins and pine, tar, sap, whatever that collects in there, you get a good burn. You can, if you feather it a little, or just make some shavings, it'll catch with something just like a ferro rod, and then a little bit of it goes a long way, and it'll get your kindling going. Kindle is something you read on, whatever. I was just reading a little bit ago. So, but yeah, there's this little vein right in here. So I'm going to get to that. I'm going to baton this here, go back out in the yard and baton it with my trusty Essie. I know a lot of you probably won't approve, but I use this thing for batoning when I go camping. I have rolled the edge a little, but not too worried about it. I need to do a lot of love here. Don't know if you can see it, but there's some good chips out of that. But I'm going to baton this and try to get to that. I'll show you if I can get some more of that teased out. And I'll probably process another log today and then call it quits because I'm running out of room here in the patio. I'll get the camera in a minute and show you. I'm just kind of sticking wood wherever I can in here so that if we do get a nice warm day here, maybe I can get a little fire going just to sit around, have some fun. I did order a new camp stove. Well, it's not a camp stove, it's a bonfire thing, but it reminds me of my backpacking camp stove. They're back ordered to February. When it comes, if I like it, I'll show it to you. If not, I probably won't, unless it's like really horrible, and then I'll tell you to avoid it. But yeah, I'm gonna get back out here. I'm gonna keep this one short. Didn't have a lot to do this week. It was Christmas. You can probably see a little of our bootleg Christmas tree here. I'll show you that too. You can probably see the lights behind me. We had a quiet Christmas. We did get a little bit of snow. That was kind of nice. I'll show you what's going on here, some of the firewood I collected, and I'm going to go back out there and try to find some more of this fat wood before this wood starts to degrade because some of it was starting to rot away. I'm rambling. I really got to get better at this. I will see you guys soon in another segment. That's the good stuff right there. I just want all of that, and it's not that thick. So let's see if we can get to it. Oh yeah, now we're talking. See, you don't get that thick of a distribution. Like, it doesn't even come through to the other side, and that's only, not even my fingernail. But man, you can feel it. And the turpentine smell coming off that is so good. So I'm going to try to split this here. See that seam? We're going to try to get that. And then I'm going to keep this and probably put it in a container, and then it'll go in one of my packs. Yeah, if you, I don't know if that's focusing or not, but you can see I kind of split it there. So we'll come at it again, but yeah, we'll keep that piece. And I'm going to do something I wouldn't recommend. I'm actually going to chop this with this. This knife's purely for abuse, so I'm not too worried about it. Let's see here. There we go. And then, yeah. So most of what's left here, oh man, since I split that open right there, you can smell those turpentines so much better. So again, I'm going to cut about this off down here, and then I'm just going to save this whole piece. So we're just going to go right in here. Sorry for the sniffles, it's cold. Yeah, that is fantastic. I don't know how well you can see me. I don't have a viewfinder or anything, a screen looking at me. But yeah. I will probably split this into a couple more pieces just so it easily fits in the pack, but you get the idea. I might just quarter this, or try to. There's already this split, so I'll bring it down and then I'll just cut them in half. And then, you know, whenever I need to start a fire, and I don't want to pack in a lot of crap when I go camping or even here, I might even use this to start the grill, or you know, a little bonfire or whatever. But I would just come in here with something like the Mora, and I would just feather this or get some wood chips, and then, you know, catch a spark to it, or even a lighter sometimes will ignite the Fatwood, but throw in a spark on a good ferro rod. I don't know if it works better, but it's fun. So I'll do that, and then, you know, you start your kindling that you've seasoned well or found or whatever. Make a bird's nest or something. Anyway, yeah, that's me harvesting this little Fatwood that I found on our property without having to cut down a tree or anything, or cut down a branch. Yeah, cool stuff. All right, so I told you I was going to show you this little Christmas tree. There's we had a branch over here fall down a couple weeks ago into the road, so I brought it in, and then my wife was like, hey, why don't we make a little Christmas tree out of that? So I was like, sure. Put them in a bucket, give them a little water. Haven't watered them in a couple of weeks, so they're kind of droopy. But we just made a little Christmas tree here on the porch. It's about the only place we put lights up outside because we don't have any outdoor outlets, but we can, you know, get easy access to our garage right over here on this patio. These are going to go on this wood pile over here. Probably today, maybe tomorrow. I got a lot to do, and it's a little chilly out still. I'm going to use some of that for hugelkultur when I do our beds, our raised beds, but that's going to take a couple of years. I'm going to slowly do the raised beds because I don't want to buy in a bunch of soil, so I'm going to slowly try to work on it. Here in the forest area, the center strip doesn't have tree cover, just the trees you can see. So basically this line here and then this line back here. Eventually right here, I want to build a little structure. In the middle, I want to have compost, and then I'm going to put a little roof on it, corrugated plastic or steel, to do my rain catchment because we have an asphalt roof and we're on a well. We do have dry spells here in Indiana in the summer. So initially we're going to have some of our gardens here where I've got hay. I'm trying to kill the grass a little. You know, I've already got there's those berry bushes that I ordered. There's that one, and there's this one over here. I didn't think this out well because our gutter actually drains out right here. So this blueberry, I think that's the blueberry. either that's the blueberry or that's the blueberry. It's not going to do so well, but we'll see. But what was I saying? Oh, yeah. Sorry. I'm new at this still. You got to bear with me. So whatever I don't use for hugelkultur, I'm going to try to inoculate with mushrooms. We've got a lot of good mushroom activity here around the deck because of the pine needles have kind of collected. They fall on the roof and then come out in the gutters. Or, well, when you clean the gutters, or they come out in the downspouts. So if I can't get mushroom activity going on that little brush pile as it is, I will attempt to inoculate them myself. Same thing with these few stumps that are scattered around from where they burnt trees. Eventually, I want to use this area over here to start building soil. Like I said, the compost. I've got a chip drop order in. We're kind of out in the sticks, so I don't know if we're ever going to get a chip drop. Go to chipdrop.com. Check that out. Or it might be .org. I'm not sure. If I remember, I'll put the link in the doobly-doo. If not, just Google chip drop and it comes right up. I've put that I'll take stumps and chips. I kind of want to do bonfires and stuff in the spring and fall. So, plus, I'll take any of the wood I can get. And if the logs increases my chances of getting chips, fine. I can always split the wood too into smaller pieces myself. And I want to start growing soil over here. So I'll use the compost. I'll try to use, fungus to break down the wood. Wood chips I'll let age out here, and then I'll use them to cover the beds. And eventually I'll build up to 2 or 3 inches, and just move them out of the way when I plant. I'm going to start most of the seeds here on this glass patio because we get sun pretty much all day. And I'm actually just going to use old soda bottles for the cold start stuff. And then I'll use probably trays like normal. But yeah, I'm going to try to use as much of this property as I can. That's shaded. So yeah, just wanted to show you that, I'm trying to use the stuff. Like all of this is dead branches that I pruned away, or mostly dead branches when we first moved in. And I just brought it right in here and, let it try to dry out. And you can actually see, I don't know if the camera is going to pick it up, but oh, look at all those little crystals from the pine sap. It just smells so wonderful out here. I wish YouTube was smell-o-vision. I actually have some biochar that's inoculated with mushroom spores right there. The little commercial stuff I was trying in some houseplants. I wanted to add biochar to the soil here, but I think we've already got too much water retention, so probably going to pass on that. But yeah, I'm rambling. This is 4.5 minutes. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm going to wrap the video up here. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, do the thing with the thumbs up. If you hated it and want me to get off YouTube and never make videos again, go ahead and click the thumbs down. Let me know in the comments that you hate my guts. Yeah, here's me trying to play house.